Everywhere is bad. Everybody's here. Everywhere. Everybody's here.
Good morning. You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand today, Thursday, 23rd of May, 2024. My name is Kolade Folari Kadesh Prince. I welcome you all. Without wasting our time, I would like to quickly say, go to the newspaper making rounds. Yes, this morning. I'd like to start with the Punch newspapers, which says, Tinubu directs for 7 ministers to showcase scorecards. President plans low-key celebration. Ministers begin sectoral briefings. Today, that's the major headline in the Punch newspaper. I go to the Daily Independent newspapers this morning. Labour shifts ground. Accept 497,000 naira. Federal government sticks to 54,000 naira. Tackle insecurity. Forget 2027 for now. People told Tinubu. That's in the Daily Independent newspaper. On this day newspaper this morning, the major headlines there says, Tinubu, Africa must set up regional standby forces against school terrorism, extremism. That's in this day newspaper this morning. And the Vanguard newspaper says, Labour cuts demand to 497,000 naira. Federal government OPS offer 57,000 naira. Yes, the Daily Sun newspaper this morning, federal government apologizes over hardship, says policy is necessary, already yielding results. Yes, that's the major news headlines that we're going to be looking at this morning so that we can have our first review.
Failed Nigerians, and Nigerians are not happy with the style of governance.
Okay, now, you say Nigerians are not happy, but the federal government has apologized over hardship.
Apology is not the excuse. That is what we call medicine after death. A man that has died of hunger, how will you go apologize to his family? That is stupidity. It shows that a government that is irresponsible. Apology is not the excuse. Rather than you doing the needful and then set the pace of good governance. Forget about apology. That is stupidity. No country in the world, a sensible leader and then credible leader would apologize for what irrelevant things. There was no apology when you begged us to vote for you. Did you tell us we voted for you? You are coming to apologize for something that is deliberate, man-made cost.
No.
It is man-made cost.
But you know the federal government apologizing knows and feels the hardship of Nigeria.
You know and feel the hardship of Nigeria. Why don't you do the needful to put an end to the hardship? You should have done the needful. No country, no leader, a good leader that cares for our people would remove petrol subsidy the same year, electricity subsidy the same year. You know what that means in our economy? And you're coming to tell us you are sorry? Coming to tell us you are sorry? Judiciaries, you've increased their salary. You bought vehicles for lawmakers. And you're coming to tell the common man on the street that you are sorry. That is absolute rubbish.
So, like, what you're saying now is that what the federal government is saying, that we know these policies are hard for Nigerians, but it will pay us in the long run.
It will not pay us. That is mockery.
Why would
It will
you
not
say
pay
it
us.
will not pay us in the long run?
It will not pay us in the long run because this is 1 year that fuel subsidy has been removed. Now, where is the fuel subsidy money? What has changed in our system? What has changed in our economy? What has changed in our beloved country? Nigeria is still stagnant. There's inflation. The president is still borrowing money. Despite the fact that he said that fuel subsidy, that the previous government that paid fuel subsidy, that our economy is on the verge of collapsing. Now you've removed the fuel subsidy. Nothing has still changed in our beloved economy. So it will only pay those in the political office.
Okay, labor.
Let's not forget that allocation of governors have increased. Tinubu has increased judges' money. Judicial system, all the judges, Tinubu have increased their salary. Now, time for you to increase labor, worker salary. You are dragging 48,000 naira. And you say that to pay us.
Do you know what the CGN said? He said, if they do not take care of the judicial workers, litigation will take a lot of time.
Now,
I'm sure you heard that information.
If you don't take care of the Nigerian workers, Nigerians workers will start to collapse and die. Who will implement government policies? These are the engine room of government. The civil servants. They are the engine room of government. Government can only formulate policies, but the civil servants implement it. Because these guys are not useful. The judiciaries are useful. It is in the sense that you will use them to maneuver and win election. That is what I'm saying. Because if Governor Sanwo-Olu to say that this road, no vehicle to ply this road, the judicial officers will not come and implement that policy. It is the civil servants, public servants that will come and mount this place and then make sure that that law is being enforced. So by doing so, those guys plays a vital role in our economy. So these guys need to be taken care of. Forget the nonsense to the boy saying.
Okay. Now you are from Aqua Cross.
Yes.
You know why I said Aqua Cross?
Aqua
Cross River.
Yes, now.
Yes, there's chaos as the lawmakers there just impeach the speaker, and the speaker says he's still the one in charge.
The speaker, and what I read, he was impeached based on misappropriation of 94 million or so for NEPA electricity bill, in which he was supposed to pay to the discos in the states, in which the money, he siphoned the money. You can see that Nigeria, impunity, shenanigans, nonsense have come to stay.
We have always known Cross River State to be a very peaceful state, especially between legislative, judiciary, and the executive. Why is this happening during this?
It will always happen because now, economists, human needs is insatiable. Now, and let's not forget that, we are humans beings. And then let's not forget that in politics, every politician in Nigeria is going there to loot and to embezzle, not going there to represent the interest of the common man. That is secondary. Their primary aim is to siphon money first. That is the first thing. And now, the man fell, being the speaker of the house, this goes cannot come to the assembly quarters and then disconnect it. That was why he had to siphon the electricity tariff money, and that on that basis he was impeached. And now a man that was impeached, the governor is still taking sides with him.
Okay.
For how long?
Okay. Finally,
Tinubu.
Scorecard. Tinubu has said ministers should present their scorecard this week.
Tinubu himself should present his scorecard.
Yes.
The only person, I'm not a fanatic. I'm not a stupid person. If I say the truth, I will say it. Nobody is more APC than me. Yes.
Are you APC?
I am not. See, when I say nobody is more APC than the current House of Assembly member, Tokpaja, arrested me last year because what? I contested him. I was in party last year. Tokpaja, representing him. I go party, I come back. So if I go party, come back, nobody will shake me again. Who be you? I was in school, University of Uyo. I besides Akpabio arrested me and then put me in jail. You could have put a maximum prison.
You could have put a maximum prison.
For 2 months, I did there. Who be you were contracting me? What do you never see? They don't put anybody where.
Thank you.
So by saying that, what I'm saying is that in this government, let's give it to the Minister of Interior, Ojo. He has tried. We see that when you want to do
so you believe that some ministers in this government are doing what is right?
I'm not a fanatic. Those that have tried, we will continue to heap praise on them. First, Kayamo has tried. We've seen the beautiful work he's doing in the aviation sectors. But these two persons have tried. Wale Ojo, you cannot do passport from the comfort of your house without going to immigration offices. So there are there was innovations in that ministry, in that sectors. Rather than going to pay some persons to do passport, you can stay in your house, pay money to government office, government post, and then do the passport. They even bring it to your doorstep.
Okay, because of our time, we would like
that one on his own, he has tried. So these are the people, those two ministers have tried, but the rest persons have failed. Even the president himself, he has failed woefully.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Kadesh, this time is small.
Mr. Chinedu, please quickly come. Sorry, thank you. Yes, Mr. Chinedu, you're welcome. Yes, Tinubu, the federal government has begged Nigerians that he understands their hardship, but he knows that these policies he's making in the long run is for the benefit of Nigeria. Please come closer to the mic.
What do you want me to say to that?
Your take on it.
Of course, I disagree with him, Nitoto.
Why?
He's an incompetent person. He has shown that he's incompetent. Why is it that for the past 8 years, 12 years, all we get is begging? So this is not new. Your statement is not new to Nigerians. Nigerians know exactly, what is happening. You can't continue to beg on reality. You don't have anything to offer. I'm trying to see whether there's going to be a mass protest against his government. Just sack all these people if he knows what he's doing. They are not offering Nigerians anything. From the time they say it's dollar, it's this. Those things are not the problem. The problem is Tinubu has nothing to offer. It's unfortunate that
still people are not hearing you well.
It's unfortunate that because I'm just trying to figure out who he is in Asu Rock, because I gave it a lot of thought, and I understand that it is a wide mistake that we have somebody like him. All this is telling you policy is going to do this, is going to do that at the end of the day. Because it's not even here we should be talking about it. Go and seek the opinion of other people, who are experts in some areas that has to do with economy, governance, leadership. You understand that what we are saying here is not just a joke. It's just like when we are saying that he has nothing to offer, and for him coming out again to say he did not offer anything, I'm sorry. He should get out from there. It's as simple as that. That means over 200 million people, you are begging them, sorry. For what? Go and listen what Prophet Ayodele, yes, what he said recently. I think it's hard time, it's unfortunate that we don't have the required strength, or either legally or through pressure, to put him out of Asurok. It's a disappointment to the people who think, though we know, he's the only president who never won any election, but he's the president. I said it earlier, I've been saying it, that anybody that is carrying injustice on his head will definitely give out injustice. Ever since Tinubu stepped into that place, Nigeria, since May 29, it has been turmoil, crisis. I can tell you currently now that over 150 million people in the last 10 months of Tinubu's administration has stepped their foot inside the valley of poverty.
Okay, some people have also said Tinubu should tackle insecurity, hunger, and forget 2027.
Bros, you see, Nigeria themselves and Nigeria as a nation is even tired. Nigeria themselves and Nigeria as a country is even tired. Look at the report that is coming out from different places. A few days ago, over 50 million people were killed in Plateau State.
50 million?
50 people were killed.
Over 40 people.
50 people or thereabout, or more than self. Yes, but we are murdered in Plateau State. We are facing different forms of security, in almost everything. And it's still there. I don't know. In short, Tinubu is quite unpresidential. Looking at him very well. Sit down, he does not have the character, he does not have the charisma. Leadership does not even fit him. I know that appearance is not reality, but we need to see certain things, that can drive our understanding that these policies you are pretending or manipulating to be working can see light at the end of the tunnel. We are not seeing anything like that. Nobody is seeing it. Even those who believe that he is there, nobody is seeing it. Can anybody come out? They will stun you now. Even his administration, his ministers cannot come out and tell Nigerians that all is he not the one apologizing? So when we are saying it here, we are not kidding.
Federal government, we
are not kidding, bros.
Bros,
leave that. Is the man that is talking. He said, apologize to Nigerians for what? Resign. Don't pretend about it. There's no need of pretending. As you are now, you cannot pretend to your family or to your child that is hungry.
When there's no money.
No, I'm not saying it, because we know the level of damage ethnicity has played. We know the level of damage bigotry has played. We know the level of damage, suppression and oppression has played in this country. So anybody that's saying anything, is being read. Either you are tribalistic or you are trying to do one thing or the other. But we have been saying it, but it's coming from the presidency. So who is another walking stick on the street that will come out and say, Tinubu is doing well? Does not hold waters.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you. No. Let's have Mr. Kule. Yes, Mr. Kule, you're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand.
Yeah,
this morning.
Yeah, good to be at the media
don't have
center.
a lot of time, so we want to quickly go to
the point.
Federal government has apologized over hardship, says policies necessary, and it is all yielding results.
Good morning, everybody, and I want to say, tough time don't last.
Tough time don't last.
It's tough
people last.
Yeah. The policy they are instituting now into the governance. Let's say it's just a year now, and I can say a lot of debris has been on ground, and inflation It's not applicable to Nigeria alone. The British government are just coming out of inflation, in which they are really celebrating it, and their inflation rates, the inflation rate was even worse than that of America then. But now the Prime Minister has been able to stabilize it. So what we need now, the deed has been done, and what we need now is the collective, collective inputs just to make the country belong to where it is. And this is a country that are we a productive nation to start with? And how can you even produce, how can you invite investors when there is insecurity? So number one thing, we all need to fight.
Should we say that does the government, that means the government knows that Nigerians are facing hardship?
They know, definitely, they know. But there are some policy they are embarking now, like that 90 billion. Nobody will support that 90 billion for the Hajj. Because if you don't have money to go to Hajj, go to any mosque and keep praying for the nation. Not that they will be using money that the government, that's supposed to go to the government, to the betterment of the masses, to Hajj. And one thing I want to say on the platform is, I come here to say my view. And my view should be heard and not to be attacked. And you bring your own view. We are not in animal kingdom, we are in human kingdom. Even in animal kingdom, there's decorum. So let us have decorum. We are not in animal kingdom. So what I'm saying, when it is possible for you to engage the government, you engage the government positively. But
now people have told Tinubu that tackle insecurity, hunger, forget 2027 for now.
Now that is the trend now, that forget 2027. You need to tackle number one thing he has to do now is to tackle insecurity, because when there's no hunger, when there's no insecurity, there'll be room for farmers to be in their farm and to produce enough food for people to consume.
When there's insecurity, there will be no room.
There'll be no room for all these farmers to operate. I can see it. I just came back from Osun. They are witnessing it everywhere. All these bandits, all these S-men, they are coming from nowhere because our border is porous. Our border is porous. And we have like 6 borders that link to the north alone, from the north to the other, region, Niger, Chad, all sort of things. They should profile all those borders and close those borders and start, fishing out those bandits that are disturbing our livelihoods. Because once there's no security, there's no investor. You cannot attract investors in an unsecure state. So to me now, and in which is they have embarked on, like 360,000 children were just being free under him now.
360,000?
360 people. 360 children. 360 children were just being free. Yes. So to me now, what they need to tackle the insecurity and get rid of all those sponsors of those insecurity, because they are cabal. They are behind all this tough time we are facing, because they will make the country ungovernable. And that has been the all successive government. Any government that come in, the previous government will make sure it will not make anything governable.
In your own words, do you think this government has not tackled insecurity and hunger?
It's not enough. It's not enough. They need to keep pushing harder more until they eliminate all of them, because they are just rat-tack, creating suffering for us, man. And that's number one thing. I still keep saying, once we get rid of all those nonchalants, barbaric elements, called bandits, called S-men, we're free to go into a new terrain of, goodness in the country, because there will be abundant food for us to eat. But where there's no channel to go to farm, how do you want to bring the product, not to talk of to plant your seed that will germinate food that we're doing, and we can even easily switch back to a producing nation that will be exporting it. But as of now, we are not producing anything. So how do you expect for us not to be hungry? Nothing we are producing for now in this country. Even ordinary toothpick, they have to import it in from the nation, and you expect to just be sitting on the fence and food will come to you easily. And people that even supplying the food, they have shortage. They have shortage of food. You talk of the Niger, where their food is coming from. Should our food be coming from Niger? Should it be coming from Chad? In a country of 260 million people. 260 million people. 260 million. Yeah.
260 million.
Yes. They don't have this remaining 60 because there's no census. There's no census yet. The previous ones are 200.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edonobi. Lagos, lucky. You are welcome.
I like
in just 30 seconds.
You trust
just
me
appreciate.
I obey.
30 seconds.
Edo doesn't take class. Obey, yes. God bless you, my brother, who are watching me. I greet you. Greet you. I know I'm still expecting their prayer, but I believe God will do it. Maybe network so bad. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, now, Tinubu has begged Nigerians. Federal government has begged Nigerians that we know there is hardship, but you people know that these policies, it will be difficult at this moment, but in the long run, we'll enjoy it.
Now, is it begging for Nigeria to still hold their...
To still
tie their stomach?
To still have faith, to still have hope in this government.
Do you know why Nigeria will not listen to him? Do you know why, sir?
Why?
Buhari do the same thing for 8 years, sir. I could remember Tinubu was telling us to be patient. And during that time, we all be patient. Okay, are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
All of us be patient for 8 years, I mean. We patient for 8 years. Then at the end, what happened today? Tinubu is still coming to tell us be patient. That's what I mean. He's still telling us to come and be patient. How long can we be patient? When you are charging more taxes, Abi? When production is not working, Abi? When fuel are still going up, Abi? When transportation is still going up, Abi? When rice is still going up, rice is going up again, Abi? So how long can we be patient? How long can you continue to be begging?
So you mean it is wrong for the federal government to apologize for?
Apologize it doesn't hold water. It doesn't hold water at all. You know why? Just do one thing. Focus on one thing. Just focus on one thing.
What would you advise the government to focus on? At least one of those.
Number one,
agriculture. You said one thing.
Agriculture first.
Agriculture. Now, when there's insecurity, how will agriculture work?
Then you open border, let rice come in, let food come in. Now, yes, simple. I thank God yesterday. Just don't be annoyed. Yesterday, Benin financial ministers and Nigeria, they met yesterday.
They met yesterday on the trade border.
Why? The open border. Bola she border ebi pawa. Àwọn yẹn ń kú dànù. Jẹ́ ṣáníwá. Oh, you see, it's not good for old man to be crying like this. When the old man